you soon, he says. But for now, it's just us on Monday. Happy Monday. Hope everyone's having a good day. Had a good weekend.
Yeah. Nice long weekend for us here in Ontario, at least.
Yeah, dude. I had a very.
I was working today.
I was working today too.
Who works on Mondays? Come on.
Comics.
You were playing with comics. That's not work. That's
I was.
Hey, yo, we're gonna dip into that, dude, just a little bit. But yeah, man, happy. It's Family Day, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
It's Family Day here in Canada, and
in
the
it's
States.
President's Day down here. Yeah.
There you go. It's President's Day.
So wait, y'all are celebrating family, and we're celebrating presidents.
Yeah.
Priorities, bud.
Yeah, we got our priorities straight down here.
Hey guys, if it makes Quebec sound any worse, we don't celebrate Family Day. All of Canada does, Quebec doesn't. So there you have it.
Well, the French hate families, so
apparently.
Apparently work.
But yeah, man. So busy weekend. Thursday, Quantumania. There was no way I was not watching that on Thursday. Now, a lot of mixed reviews. We'll talk about that in just a bit.
Yeah, for sure.
But we will be touching on it somewhat today. We were kind of indecisive if we should go full spoilers or just give us our reviews. But I think we're gonna go full spoilers if that's okay with everyone. We'll throw up a warning sign once we get there, so that you guys are aware.
But go ahead and throw up your opinions in chat real quick. What you would prefer? If we go full spoilers or
full spoiler. We're going full spoiler.
I think so too, but
we're going full spoiler. And there you see. Look, the chat.
Oh, there we go.
The chat's already.
Baker's screaming at us.
Yeah, but we're gonna go full spoiler. We're gonna touch on a few topics. We're not gonna break down the whole movie like we did with Doctor Strange. But definitely want to get some feedback from you guys on the panel, you guys in the chat, because like I said, a lot of mixed reviews. Some people shitting on it, some people enjoyed it. Let's just see how everyone felt.
Yeah.
I'll start it up very quickly. Everybody here on 10. Marvel.
It was like a 6.5.
Okay, he gives it a 6. Face.
Yeah, I went with like a 6.5, 7.
Dude,
6.5, man. It's a pretty solid rating for the movie. I'm gonna have to go with that.
There you go. All right. Well, I'll save mine for later. But Dan, I saw your comment. Here you are saying, "See you next week." Hold on. There's still a full show before we get there. Trust me.
Yeah, we got a little bit yet.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know once we get to that point. But we will talk later on in the show. Quantumania. Fucking MODOK. Anyway,
dude. Oh, I love that, dude. We'll talk about it later.
I love it. But anyways, so of course we're going to talk top 5 new comic book day picks of the week with 9,000 honorable mentions.
Naturally.
Yeah, actually, it's not so bad. I would say
it's getting trimmed down.
There's like 5 or 6. We did okay. But yeah, Hyper won't be here, I think, tonight because he still didn't watch Quantumania. Right?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I did not know. Yeah, no.
I'm under the assumption. So if he does pop in, I guess he'll probably pop back out once we go there. But he's been very busy with The Last of Us, it seems. So either way.
Yeah, he should. And speaking of which, he should be over there on Team Nerd Herd, I think.
Usually
right after our show.
Yeah, right after.
I think they start at 8 or
30 or 9 or something.
8 or 8:30. I'm not sure.
Yep.
I've had to avoid watching it because I haven't seen Last of Us yet. So,
yeah. Well, comic news, there's quite a bit, but like I said, most of the portion we'll take up with the Ant-Man Quantumania talk. And of course, we have a trade center scenario. So, before we get into it, I wasn't here last week, so I didn't get to say this, but Marvel, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family.
Bro.
That's right. I guess we could say it's official, but either way, everybody here who's watching, whether it be the rewind or in the chat right now, you all know technically you're all the comic kingpin. Everyone's a kingpin because this place is home for everybody, but that goes for everyone but Pacino. I just want to put that out there. Pacino.
Oh,
I'm kidding, man. Pacino, we love you. We miss you, bro.
Pacino said he doesn't want membership till after the giveaway. Then he wants in. That's what he told me.
Smart man.
Right?
Smart man.
That makes sense because we're 19 subs away from 500. So once we get there, tons of shit to give away. I'm sitting on a ton of books here, and I'll be completely honest with you. I have been looking at my collection, and once upon a time, I was cataloging this stuff, right? I was taking notes, entering it, and I was using League of Comic Geeks at a point. Then everyone started saying CLZ,
yeah,
and then I just lost hope. I've had no time, bro. I've really had no time. Weekly books alone, I just don't have the time. So now, I don't know how many books I'm sitting on, but I think it's time to start getting rid of stuff and doing things like Comic Dude, who is a full-fledged influencer, sir. Because today you had a busy day. You were selling at a con, right?
Yeah. So they hosted a con. It's been going on for its 5th year. Just in a small town, 20 minutes from my place, about 20 minutes outside of Ottawa, and it was fantastic. Honestly, I couldn't believe the amount of people. I couldn't even walk around my booth, man. At one point, it was so busy. Like it reminded me of Toronto Comic Con, just filled with people. Mind you, the size of the place wasn't nearly as big, but yeah, dude, it was crazy, and got to chat up and meet a lot of people, talk comics, and put the word out there for the Kingpins, right?
So basically what he's telling us all is that he was part of a con that was in a 10x10 room. It was jam-packed.
Yeah, 4 vendors. Yeah.
Sometimes those small cons are the best.
There was about, I'd say, 50 vendors, and it was pretty good.
Neat, man. That's cool. Yeah. Now, be honest with me. You made money. I know you made money.
I did.
There you go. Did you spend it all in one place already, or?
I mean, I couldn't leave. I couldn't leave the con without more books, right?
Of course.
I quickly scoured. I waited. I was good this year. I waited until the end of the show. That's a lie. Before the show started, about 45 minutes before the show, I go to the booth right across from mine. And guy's like, yo, I just put out 3 new dollar bin boxes. I'm like, oh, shit, dude, you can't tell me that if you're not going to let me look through it. And he's like, go right ahead. So I went through, picked up a few books. And then I didn't buy anything the whole show. And then I went out, bought a whole run, and then a couple other little things to fill some holes.
Is that all Exiles books again?
Sorry?
Is that all Exiles books again?
Not this time.
I bet we'll find out on Thursday.
But I'll tell you one thing: there is a Nova in there.
No kidding. Wow, what a surprise!
That is shocking.
All right, well, I hope you didn't blow the bank.
No, I came out on top. It was nice.
There you go. Well, congrats to you. But all right, man. So let's say hi to the chat because surprisingly, we started early. Normally at 7:13, we're saying hi, but not fully to the chat. We
just got here.
This is usually at the time where we say Happy Monday, guys. But
see, that's my influence already. The big clock is helping us.
Oh, there he is. But all right, okay. So Wesley's Comics is in the house, man. One half of Future Specs, dude. Wesley keeps sharing so many badass concerts. I know you're coming to Montreal from Metallica both nights. Hit me up, man. Hero's here. Have you guys picked up your books last week from Hero?
Hero actually just ordered me a book today, so
okay.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, and we'll have to figure something out, whether I'm in the area or whatever. But I'll show you guys once I get it.
What area exactly is the shop?
Belleville. So he owns Need a Hero Comics out in Belleville. So if you're ever in the area, go check it out. He's got tons of books. It's Marvel's LCS. And you're going to meet up with some cool people.
There you go. Who else we got here? Empire Comics. Yo, Empire, I know you got a mouthful ready for when it comes to the Quantumania talk. So, again, open invite, bro. Hit me up. I'll drop you the link. You're more than welcome to come shoot the shit. Michael Baker, of course. We're all Kangpins tonight. That's exactly right. Shit, no, I feel bad. We should have made a logo Kangpins, but
right.
I like
opportunity right there.
I like that big missed opportunity. Dan Dottore is in the house. Dan, like I said, we'll let you know once we get to that point. So if you want to hang out, you're more than welcome to.
You could be gone by now. Who knows?
Who else we got here? We got the Mad Respect. Thank you for being here with us. We appreciate that. We got Tim in the house. Tim, whoa. Yeah. You're the late one, not us, man. Who else we got? My brother from another mother, Mr. Newbie Comics. Noob, man. I believe we're going to be going live tomorrow as well, right? Around the 8:40 mark, so 8:40 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys, I don't think I need to tell you, check out Newbie Comics. I'll be there tomorrow. Kenneth's in the house.
Hold on, speaking of, look who else we got real quick. Look who else we got.
Oh, there he is.
No.
We gotta bring him in quick before he disappears.
I stand corrected. Hyper is with us tonight.
Yeah, no, I won't be participating in your Kang conversation, unfortunately. I mean, not Kang, the Ant-Man conversation. Sorry.
All right.
It's called a Kang-versation, okay?
Ooh, got him.
I expected that from BC.
Right? Starting to think Marvel's with that.
Yeah.
They were 20. See? It's the backwards hat effect.
It is. It really is. But Uncanny Swag, guys. I don't know if you saw what happened. Like Spinetics, Sith, they posted something really cool. I didn't fully read the entire details, but I believe they're going to be in a comic or on a cover of a comic.
They're on a cover.
Yeah.
They got their own exclusive cover. Yeah.
Nice.
The artwork of them all playing the instruments reminded me fully of that. This one right here. Hold up. Dark Knight's Death Metal 7, the 1 in 25.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yep.
Yeah. Totally reminded me of that. So man, big shout out to them. Congrats to them. It's beautiful. I'm gonna go back to
congratulations, guys.
Yeah, go back to read that info because I definitely want to pick up a copy. Hopefully I can get a copy here.
Agreed.
And yeah, man. Maybe I'll send it to the whole crew to get signed.
For sure.
We'd be lucky to get on an ash can.
Right. Yeah. We'd most likely be in a can. That's pretty much it. Yes. Well, thank you. Sorry, guys. I know I've been slacking, but I'm hoping to make up for it.
I think he misspelled it. I think he meant threat.
Sorry. Who else we got here? Soulby Design. Thank you for being here. Yeah, man. Well, I haven't seen the name come up in a little while, so happy that you're here for hanging out with us. Definitely gonna have some Kang reviews, man. So we'll get there. House of Nerd Show's in the house, man. Thank you for being here. Oh boy, somebody let this.
There's trouble.
Yeah, don't worry. We're all in trouble. Hopefully,
this guy's talking a lot of mad shit after just going to Popeyes just for one weekend.
Yeah. What do you say?
This guy has like one good meal at Popeyes, and then there's something he's like talking a lot of smack in the chat.
Yeah, buddy.
He's got the Popeyes though.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's start it up. We're gonna start up with. Well, I know. See, we kind of have no choice but to go New Comic Book Day. Hyper.
I know, right? Because
we have to leave the news till the end this time.
The news part.
This will be like the quickest debut and exit in.
As I said, this is like Hyper is gonna be a fucking cameo tonight.
Pretty much.
It's the worst Sophie's choice.
It's like I'll be dipping out of this and the Ant-Man conversation. So.
Well, you can hang around. So that being said, guys, top 5 picks of the week, and definitely we're gonna have to slide in Marvel here. It would be hilarious if at one point we're like 20 people. Just
yeah, I know, right?
Wait, hold on.
You don't make up for each honorable mention.
BC, before we go, I think we might just need to do a wellness check on Pacino at some point this week.
Yeah, for the amount of Popeyes the man ate.
Damn,
man. 4 times.
Damn.
I think we need to do like a house call at some point, maybe on Wednesday or Thursday, just to make sure the man's okay.
Making it to work tomorrow, man. He ain't making her.
Very quickly though.
And Marvel Snap is super addicting.
Yes, that's what I want to bring up. Absolutely, I have neglected it for, I would say, the last month, but I know Pacino's playing the hell out of that. Marvel, you are on it. Still on it, aren't you? Yeah. Who else? Hold on. Let me just.
I'm on it. Yeah, I actually been playing it.
Yeah, there you go. So Hyper's on it. So yeah, man, if you want, hit it. Let us know. I think you could add people and play against each other now, right?
Can you play against each other now?
Yeah, I saw them drop that feature.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, I thought it was just randos. All right, cool.
I'll get destroyed.
Well, it was, but now you have the ability to.
Shit, that's cool.
Wait,
I had
Face,
no
you're
idea.
on it too?
Yeah, I play.
Oh, cool. All right.
All right, well, Face,
Yo.
boys, you ready? New
Yes,
comic
sir.
book day. Let's do this.
Let's do
Let's
it.
get into
So, first honorable mention, yes, Blue Book #1. Now, already a lot of people are talking about this. Again, for myself, totally picking it up for the read. Anyone else here on the panel? Obviously, maybe not Hyper, but are you guys picking this up, Marvel? I know you were talking a bit about this in our chat.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for it. Another new Tinian story about these are real life encounters, right? It's not something he made up.
I know they're at least based off of it. So
Yeah.
So it's like an anthology, though, of just different stories. It's not just a run through.
Something along those lines, I believe. I'm not sure if there's going to be some kind of interconnecting thread like to the stories like Department of Truth or anything like that, but there very well may be. I don't know, but I think it does focus on different alien abduction stories. They're based off of real encounters.
Nice.
From what I read off the synopsis.
Yeah.
It looks like dope read. There's some fun covers for it. I know people usually go after like the Boss Logic, and it's not bad, but I actually like the one with the basic alien design on it. I think it's like the C cover or something like that by Johnson. Yeah. So,
well, that's honorable mention #1. So #2, dude, pay attention. We got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers TMNT issue #3. Now, guys, I don't care what anybody says. I'm a little disappointed, and I don't know if it's available, but I would have loved to have this book in a Virgin. The trade is still nice, regardless of the fact. But the cover seems to be a collab here. You've got Eastman and you've got Freddie Williams. So,
yeah, they did do what was it, like a 1 in 50, and it was black and white.
I hope that's not the case for this one because the colors really make it pop for me.
But exactly, I'd pick this cover all day, man. It's definitely a cover buy. I'm picking it up.
Yeah, same. I haven't read a single issue, to be honest with
you. Neither
you.
have I yet.
I've been picking up these covers, putting it on the back burner for later reads. But at first, I don't know why. For some reason, at quick glance, I thought it was a Kirkham cover.
It does kind of have that look to it a little bit.
I'm kind of surprised that you told me it's an it's half Eastman because I still can't which part is the Eastman cover? Is it?
I'm not too sure, man.
I feel like the left side is Eastman. Huh. Like the turtle side.
I think, yeah. That's what would be my guess too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Previews World
would make sense.
Yeah, Previews World has the cover art as a collab type thing. There's 2 artists.
Yeah,
and Eastman being one of them. So pretty cool. Yeah,
dude. As much as I'm a TMNT fan, there's already enough. I can't believe I'm actually saying this. There's actually plenty of TMNT titles that's already keeping me occupied with Armageddon games and the Saturday morning cartoon mini issues. I'm actually going to wait until this comes out completely, and then I'm just going to collect all of them in one shot.
I'm sure you can.
You're not buying these covers.
Hold on, Hype's not wrong, man.
This is an imposter.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, boo this man. Somebody boo this man.
I feel like he could pick up the full set at a cheaper price, but regardless, Hype.
Boo this man.
It was deserved. It was deserved.
I did read volume 1 and I did enjoy it. The one with Tommy turning to the dark side for a bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually I'm with Hero on this one because it does seem when I look
that's
at
what I was thinking. Also, I thought they maybe did like an ironic sense, like where Eastman would be doing because the Raphael looks more like a Freddie Williams design than an Eastman.
Yeah. But anyways, speaking of covers, there's also the video game ones
I think,
that pay homage to Turtles in Time. It seems like it's a sweet from the first stage. So I'm not too sure if they're connecting or it's just. I have no idea if it's just scenes.
Not sure.
Because I saw it on issue 1, issue 2, and now this one. But pretty neat. But regardless, I'm going totally for this one. Honorable mention, yes, although this is most likely Dude's #1 pick of the week. So, moving on, another honorable mention. This is I actually really like this homage cover. But straight out of Compton, but rather Gotham. There you have it. So Deceased, War of the Undead Gods, issue 6. This isn't the final issue, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, I think they got 2 more.
Okay.
Or did this go to 12? No, I don't know. I think it went.
No, I think you're right. I think it was like 9 issues or something like that.
Yeah. Well, either way, I can assure you, I'm not reading it. But this is a pickup for me. Yeah, no, I'm not reading it. Don't give me that, Marvel.
I love it.
Where is it? Where?
Total cover buy.
Pure cover buy. Yeah, I completely agree. I might even pick this up just for the cover.
You should.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I actually
more DC books. I'm
It's
picking them up.
DC. Dude's all over it. You know this. Come on now.
Right?
You would be surprised.
I almost have to pick this one up because I have that. I think Marvel did a hip hop variant with Air Force.
Yes.
Yeah.
The NWA. So I have that one. So it's almost like just as a
Guys,
compilation.
Not for anything, these music covers have been popping left and right, man. So I'm not saying this is going to explode. I'm not saying it's going to pop at all, but it's just neat. It's a beautiful cover. I think it's awesome. Definitely grab it.
Yeah, I think there'll be some people looking for it for sure.
It's kind of random though because
It is. It's completely fucking random.
This is the first one that they've done. The next one they're doing is number 7 is the Purple Rain homage, and I think that's it. So they're just doing 2 out of 8.
Not 8, 9.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Very random.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That is why it's part of the honorable mention, sir. But it's not alone. We have another one. Infernal Girl Red, number 2. I think this may have been number 1 for Dude, to be honest with you. Face. Do you want to shed some light on this one?
Yeah, I mean it's the first issue was pretty good. And I think, going into it, the second issue is going to be just as good. It's a shorter series. I think it's only 3 issues.
3 issues. Yeah.
So yeah, so the action, the story is going to come kind of quick in it. And this is the central issue. It's probably going to be pretty important to the series. So if you're a fan of the Massive Verse, as we over here at the Kingpins are, this should be a really good issue.
Yeah, dude, did you read issue 1?
I've been so busy this last weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. I'll read it tonight. I'll let you know tonight how it was.
Oh, this guy.
Fair enough. Marvel is got a sour look in his face. I think he's disappointed with you, sir.
He is. I'm disappointed with myself, man.
There you go.
You get a chance to read everything, and I still have time for it. How could you not, dude?
I'm a married man. That's how.
There you go.
Oh, that's fair.
Man.
Jesus.
You can't sit down until after 4 p.m.
Hold on. What'd you say? You're a married man?
Oh, no.
He's a married man. He's married to King Man on the road too. So.
So that hashtag might be taking a little long.
Yeah.
Have to put in some extra work.
Hey, we all watched Junior. Come on now. I mean, the first issue was great. I think they're all oversized issues, just the way that they were released out of the Kickstarter. But yeah, number 1 was great. Another great addition. Definitely better than some of the other ones. Definitely better than, I think, Radiant
Pink, dude. Oof.
Radiant Pink, and then better than probably Radiant Red.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good so far. I mean, it's kind of a shame that it's only going to be 3 issues, but maybe a second volume is in the works. Who knows? So.
Yep. And just to Tim's point here, it's going to continue to grow. So I do recommend trying to get caught up. It's really great, man. And there's a few mini series that I feel like we could have done without. I really think we could have done without Radiant Pink. Although I do understand its purpose as to why they did that, but now we have no one coming out, and I think that's going to be awesome. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that one looks really good too. So
yep,
we'll see.
And Rocksteady's here to Kang out with my Lang out. That's the way, baby.
Oh yeah,
I like that so much, dude. Yeah, there you go.
Bring it on them.
Louis in the house, bro. Yo, thanks for being here. Rocksteady's in the house. Rocksteady, hopefully we're gonna tag along tomorrow with Newbie. I have no idea what's going on.
I don't think he does either.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't think Newbie does.
Yeah, probably not. But regardless, another one that is on the honorable mention, and I purposely put up this cover just for Marvel. It's not exactly that Pieta cover that we always
joke
to go
about
bananas for, but hey, it's a nice one. It's a nice one.
It's not bad.
I'm here for it. I love like painted style covers that, yeah, those are always cover buys for me.
Yeah.
The realism behind them, right?
I say again, I keep getting called out. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying. The man is trying, but I'm here, and definitely looking forward to chatting with all of you. But yeah, so I know Marvel, you've been reading this entire Lazarus Planet stuff. This is where it all comes to end, right?
I do believe so. I mean, with the title like Omega, it has to be the end of it, but they probably just sneak in an extra one. But yeah, it's been great so far. How they end it, really, who knows? What the long-term repercussions of everything so far will be. But yeah, I mean, I'm along for the ride of it, and so far, no surprising relaunches. So let's just be happy with that.
Yes, sir. Uni, I know you caught Ant-Man recently, so we're definitely gonna shoot the shit. But yo, thanks for being here and hanging out with us. TM Nerdy's in the house. Yo, TM Nerdy, man. Swear to God.
Swear to God. The Patrol story was great.
Some of these posts that TM Nerdy is putting, I gotta find a way to top that. But
they're very bold.
No, wait, no. I don't want you to start topping.
You can't top those Grail
I cannot top.
No way.
That wasn't an invitation to start doing challenges.
Definitely not.
Stop right there.
I disagree. TM Nerdy's with me. We should totally clog everyone's feeds of us.
We got it. Nobody wants to see BC like that. Even Mrs. BC don't want to see BC like that.
You are not wrong, sir. But yeah, man, always a good time. Thank you, TM Nerdy, for being here, bro. All right, so let's get into it. Finally,
hold on.
Number 5.
Wait. Hold on. Before we get off the Lazarus Planet Omega, I want to add real quick the age cover. You missed it. There's an age cover to this. It's actually one of those
the Batman one.
The red envelope ones.
Yeah.
It came out for, what was it? I think Monkey Prince 1.
Yeah, Monkey Prince.
Yeah, was one of the other ones, and they got kind of slept on, so they ended up kind of spiking for a premium. So there's another one coming out on this, so keep your eyes out for it.
Travis does rule.
Damn.
But thank you for the info, sir. All right. Back to this. Immortal X-Men #1. Again, I know Marvel's big on this particular cover. There's some good ones out there. The Noto cover was actually really nice.
They're all great.
Yeah, the logo's cover is great too.
But I'm still a bit behind on the Sins of Sinister arc. So I'm totally picking this up. Not fully caught up. But Marvel, you're
the name wrong. He spelled the name wrong.
Sorry?
There's no T.
He spelled the D.
Oh,
yeah.
my bad. My bad. Regardless, immoral. I'm having a newbie moment, but move forward.
Oh, yeah. For a second, I thought the title was actually Immortal X-Men.
Right?
Well, it used to be.
But Marvel, you're caught up with the whole Sins of Sinister?
Yeah, I actually skipped the Nightcrawler one. That just hasn't been grabbing me. But yeah, the event's really going good so far, so I'm digging it. I'm not upset about the covers, so yeah, so I'll take it. I love it. And I think there's the Brooks, the Virgin is I think a 1 in 25 of this one.
Oh, really?
I believe so.
Yeah,
really.
Definitely incentive. I'm not sure if it's 1 in 25.
I'm surprised Marvel didn't do like 1 in 100 for those.
Shh, that's a second print.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's coming.
Second print, black and white. 1 in 100.
Yeah. Face, anything?
No, I think Marvel covered it. I mean,
Well, there you have it. So that's number 5. Before we move forward to number 4, Ozzy's in the house. Ozzy, thank you for being here. Guys, if you haven't checked it out yet, man, Ozzy's been having some fire whatnot sales, bro. The books he posts on his IG, I literally have to fucking fight myself to not go onto whatnot because the books are so good. I know I'm going to spend so much money. But yeah, definitely check it out, man. All right. Number 4, 431. And this cover looks so familiar. I swear to God, I have never seen it homaged in my life.
Never.
There's one thing that would make it better, though. One thing.
If it were
They didn't smash the Thor trade dress. I don't understand.
Exactly. I was
That's like a
talking
missed
to the
opportunity right
hero
there. I
about that.
don't know what they were doing.
Yeah, just move the title over just a little more. Have it come right through. It's not that hard. Come on.
Thor maybe feels like we should have put some respect on his name and not have it smashed like better rebuild did. But I'm actually caught up with Thor. There's some crazy things happening with Lausa. I guess that's how we pronounce the name. Lausa. Yeah, but so we were actually introduced to that character in Angela, the number 1. I think it was the Asgard's assassin. You know, yeah. She's standing there, black cover. Great book. But it looks like we're going to be seeing this Lausa character now as an adult. We kind of saw it somewhat within, I think it was issue 29. So,
yeah, I do believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm not saying this is going to be a key, but definitely looking forward to the read. Still holding in there with the Thor reads.
Swag. Thor. Kate's already left Thor.
Yeah. Who's writing Thor now?
It's some other. I mean, I still have it on my phone.
I can't remember what the name.
Torin Grobenbeck, I think is her name.
Yeah. It's a Swedish. Sound like a Swedish dude. I remember.
Yeah,
and she's still ongoing as of
sorry, my bad.
The new solicitations that came out for I think March or books coming out in May. So yeah, I mean it's kind of stuck under the radar with Marvel. They didn't really announce it, but yeah. Who knows when Kate is coming back? So
I don't know if he is going to come back.
I don't think he's coming back. I think that's it.
I think he's done.
I don't think so either.
He was saying, I guess, that he's working on a different project for Marvel now, so we'll have to see.
Because he's also leaving his Hulk pretty soon as well. Well, that's actually
he already did.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't they tease something with Capullo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
he said he left to work on some other project, and that's what it was revealed to be.
Looking forward to it, but I will say anything, Kate's. I've been keeping my guard up lately.
Yeah.
But all right, so moving on. At number 3, Star Wars, Yoda number 4. I'm gonna be honest with you, I forgot who even told me to start looking into this, but looks like we're gonna be seeing some shift in some characters here. So that being said, I'm going to be picking this up. I'm actually going for this particular cover. I don't know if you guys are. Dude, no Star Wars.
No Star Wars, bud. I'll be honest.
I want to say it was, I don't think it was Newbie. Although he is a Star Wars guy all of a sudden. And
all of a sudden.
I am.
Do we call him a Star Wars guy, though?
He is a full-blown Star Wars guy. We love him for being that. And he's a DC guy. I swear to God, hit me up in chats with some potential characters to pop up. And I was impressed.
You should field him with some questions just to make sure.
Knowledge. Do a fill in the blank pop quiz.
Yeah. What was it? Death Vader. Yeah. That was cool.
Right.
Vader.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm picking up Star Wars Yoda, but I'm not really sure what. No. I mean, I'm on the series regardless, but I'm not sure what the specific thing is with this issue.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where that came from.
Yo, hero.
I kind of heard that too. Yeah.
I think they're already done, actually.
There you go. Raging Cajun, bro. Yo, thank you for being here. I still need to figure it out, but I will be working with Raging Cajun Comics to get together on his channel sometime real soon, hopefully within the month of March. So, bro, let's book that. Let's do it. And if you haven't already, go sub up his channel. Go check him out.
It's funny because I'm actually going to be on his channel in March.
Why would he want 2 Kingpins in March?
Is it like, I'm stuck with Hyper?
Fuck. But no, that's cool, man. I had no idea. It's gonna be fun.
For a second, it looked like when I saw this cover, it looked like he was chucking Yoda.
Doing what toss him over his shoulder. The old alley-oop.
Yeah.
No, it actually looks like a pure golf swing. It's like the elbow form is like, it looks like it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. But all right, man. So moving on to this one, we're going to number 2. Now, guys, Carnage has been a phenomenal read. If Uni's still here, I think he's also still reading this. I had a few talks with him once this came out the gate. This has been a solid run. Probably one of the only things I'm looking forward to out of Marvel. I say this time and time again. But you see that whole spear thing? Well, it looks like we're going to be officially getting the All Blood within this issue. And the symbiote's supposed to be bonding with a certain someone who we have seen throughout this entire run. So there's that. And if you haven't known, Cletus Cassidy will be coming back. So I do think we're going to, I know they already said it within the solicitation for issue 11. So I figure by this issue, we might see something happen there, but Carnage will bond with somebody in this issue. So I'm all for this book, man. I swear to God, I can't stress it enough. Probably one of the better things. You guys reading this?
Yeah, whether you're picking it up for the cover or the story or both, it won't disappoint. I'm telling you, it's a fantastic read. And look at that artwork. You can't go wrong. Every issue, fire covers every time.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Straight up. But dude, not only those cover A's, it's there's also even some like other covers that they have available at cover price for almost every issue. They've been fucking badass, man.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, hold up. Bricks is in the house. Gotta show this man some love. Bricks, bro. I'm gonna tell him now, live on stream. He's gonna get pissed off at me, but I was in your hood, bro. I was in your hood to pick up. It was during work. Took my lunch break, bombed it there, came back, but I picked up a collection for somebody, a mini slab collection. Nothing crazy. Yeah, it's not for me. Yeah, I picked it up for someone.
Shoot! I was gonna be like, oh shoot, BC's now in the collection buying.
No, that's yours.
It was like, yo, this is my territory.
That's all your.
There's plenty of room for everyone to eat. That's my motto.
But Bricks, man, I really hope to be hanging out with you soon, man. You've been on this channel, and I think I've known Bricks as long as Marvel. It's like 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Still haven't met up. So that's a crime right there.
I met up with Geek.
Wow, you met up with who?
With Bricks, because
I'm slacking, man. I'm slacking.
Actually, almost everybody.
Because he drew like when we did our Vulture Secret Santa, he was like the guy that I picked on from a Secret Santa. So yeah, so.
Speaking of drawing, man, I'll put it out there. Bricks is a phenomenal artist. I hope to be seeing some of his stuff sometime soon, guys. If you haven't yet, go check him out on IG. It's Imperious Bricks or something like that. Drop it in the chat, Brick. But hopefully we'll be seeing some of that stuff. This is me forcing his hand because the man's got skills.
I see what you did there.
That's all I gotta say.
A nice little pun right there.
Yep. But there you go. So Carnage, then. Marvel, you on this?
Yeah, it's been a fantastic run. I don't know what it is, why Ramby's so much better on this compared to his Venom run, but yeah, like every single issue has been like amazing, and it's nice self-contained story. So first-time readers can get into it. It's my first time reading a Carnage series, and yeah, I love it. Good so far.
Important question
here. The Venom run is going quite as was originally intended.
Yeah.
Because they originally solicited that as like a collaborative effort between Al Ewing and Ramby, and then Al Ewing came in for like one issue, and that was fucking it. So like, not really sure what happened there, but I think the story may have changed a little bit, and that might have been part of what's going wrong over there in Venom. Why it's not really.
No, he's kicking complete ass in Carnage, bro. Like probably. For sure. That's easily one of my favorite things he's ever written.
Mm-hmm. It's like you said, it's one of the best that's coming out from Marvel right now.
Yeah. Next issue, Cletus is back. So yeah.
Yep.
I think we're gonna see him probably at the end of this. But like I said, important question, dude. Please answer.
Yeah, it's definitely pizza. It's been a long day. Didn't feel like cooking. So threw a nice frozen Delicio rising crust pizza.
Oh, man.
What flavor?
Pepperoni, of course. The best.
Jesus.
I'm a meat lovers, pepperoni bacon kind of guy.
I feel you.
Hey,
EC's ancestors are rolling in their grave right now.
They are.
But you gotta put this on your pizza. You need hot sauce.
Everything.
You need to put it on your pizza. It's fantastic.
Guys,
least
we
it's
are
not
a
pineapple.
fucking fat panel because all we talk about is food more than
All the
comics.
time.
I will say this. It is really bad.
Yeah.
But I actually put the red chili flakes.
Wait, actually, did you
Yeah.
guys hear that Delicio's leaving Canada?
Don't remind me.
Really?
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Yeah, they're pulling out all their products across Canada. So
And-
no Delicio, like
No lean cuisine, stuff like
Make
that.
your own fucking pizza.
Tim,
Where are they moving to?
hold
I've never
on,
heard
hold
of
on.
they're just pulling out of Canada.
I gotta highlight Tim's comment. If this company left Canada, then I'd be more pissed because Dr. I don't even know how to pronounce their last name, but I've had their thin crust. Otker, their thin crust is amazing.
It is good. It is good. But man, after a long day, you need that rising crust.
No, that's just bullshit, man. That's so fucking bad.
Yeah. But hey, it's Delicio, man. Their stuff was overpriced to begin with compared to the other pizza brands.
What do you buy? The Ristorante?
Yeah, son.
He tries
Or
to
the
class it up.
Casa
He wants to
Mama.
class it.
The Cassie di Mama. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. That's shit's good.
Guys,
No one even talks about the McCain
open,
rising crust.
Open invite to all of you. I will make you fucking pizza, please. But yeah, that goes to the chat too. Give me a buzz. See, this is embarrassing. There, you see? There you go. Exactly. Hot. Oh, yes. Some mamba, baby.
Hot
Some
oil.
mamba. The guy knows, bro. He knows. But all right. 30 strong. Guys, hit the like button, subscribe, let everybody know. We're going to move on to number 1, and it's obviously Superman 1. I don't know if you guys saw any of the stuff related to this, but it's not just this particular cover. Already on pre-sales through eBay, I've seen some high sales for the 1 per store variant. So definitely keep an eye out for this one. I don't know if this will hit shelves. I imagine probably, shops normally keep these behind the counter or at the counter with a little up price to it. But
yeah,
I've seen it going for quite a pretty penny on eBay already.
Crazy.
Yeah, give me a second. So Superman 1 per store. And there you have it. So it's already hitting $50 Canadian.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Like, is that auction or like buy it nose?
I'm seeing $67. These are sales as of today. So $67 Canadian, $72 Canadian. That was yesterday.
Woo.
So there you have it. If you guys see the 1 per stores, keep an eye out. You never know. I shot my slip. Might put it up for cover price.
Yeah.
What do you think? So what do you think would be more rare? A 1 per store or a limited print run to say like 2,500?
Well, it's funny you say that.
Well, you know why I'm asking.
Yes, because there's also a blue foil. That was an exclusive though.
It was.
So there's the blue foil that's limited to about 1,500 on this particular issue. That one I've seen already going for a pretty penny as well. But yeah, I'm not one for the exclusives. It is nice. It is a foil. It's blue completely with the OG Superman logo. Nothing that I go too crazy for. But in this particular case, I kind of feel like you might catch a store sleeping on this one. So, I mean, Hyper's found a few local stores sleeping. So who knows? Who knows?
Yeah,
for sure.
And I'm not planning on waking them up either. It's up to them to wake themselves up.
There you go. But so there you have it. That's my pick here. Are you guys picking up Superman 1 at all, even just the cover A?
I'm just gonna say it. I think Tim said it in the chat here. Who likes Superman though?
That's not fair.
No, but seriously, do you ever go into a store and see people digging for Superman comics? No, they're just fucking filled there.
Okay, hold on.
Dude.
Wait, I'm just gonna rebuttal
He's
that.
just saying that because it's a DC book. He's just hurt.
But wait, no, there's more.
Oh,
I am getting into DC. There's some things I don't mind now. When I go to cons and shops, I go through DC books. But you know what I don't do? I don't go through the Superman comics.
Okay, so hold on. Okay, I will say this. Those, I don't want to put like too much of a blanket statement, but I think sometimes people are down on Superman because from a spec side, yes, he's not the greatest character, but he's had some pretty terrific storylines like in the past, like American Son and all that. He's had some good storylines. It's just that spec wise, yeah, he's like, there's not a lot of key Superman issues in the last I would say like 5 years or so that we could write home about. But storyline wise, he's had some good, like self-contained and story arcs in the DC. I don't know about the New 52 as much, but like All-Star Superman and all that. So I just think he is a good character. But yeah, from a speculation point, yeah, in that case, yeah, I can see why people are down on him. But reading wise, I think there's plenty of good Superman reading material out there.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Superman's a good character, and he was definitely enjoyable in early comics. For I mean, back in obviously the Golden Age and everything like that, because he was one of the first ones, and you wanted to see someone have all those powers and everything. But now it's almost like trying to write a MacGuffin constantly, because he's gonna win. I mean, he's fucking Superman. Like, so he's a hard character to write, and I think that's the problem with a lot of the more modern storylines is they just don't know exactly how to handle a character that basically is invulnerable. So they try and I guess make him vulnerable in other ways.
Well, also there's been criticized. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say this too. What Rocksteady's saying. So like he's had some good storylines, but 5 books come out every week.
That's the other problem. Yeah,
and maybe 5% of it being readable, and that I kind of feel like Batman suffers the same fate.
Yep, I agree.
But I think there's been criticism also with Bendis when Bendis joined DC and then he was writing Superman. When Peter J. Tomasi was writing Superman and the Rebirth stuff, that was actually some good stuff that he was doing when he introduced the Super Sons and all that during that Rebirth, 2016, and I forgot till when. But I know that it's been kind of down when Bendis. I don't know who the current writer is on Superman, but like during the Bendis era, I know it was a bit of a downer.
I think Taylor's going to be writing this one, isn't he?
I believe so.
Yeah, and
he's writing this one also.
No, he's doing He's doing Adventures.
Oh, is he doing Adventures?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I knew he was on one of them.
I think this is.
But anyways,
Joshua
Williamson.
Williamson.
I think it's
That's
Joshua.
another good writer. Yeah, another good writer.
But we will be getting an introduction to what seems to be a new villain here. So, like I said, keep an eye out, most particularly for the one per store. Yeah. So there you have it for new comic book day picks of the week, selected by all of us together. Now, I did see a comment here from Rudy. Rudy, I know you're listening. Eyes on the road, bro. Eyes on the road. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate that. All right, guys. Well, Marvel, this is the first time I'm doing this with you, so make sure you get your papers ready, sir, because it's time.
Thailand! Nowhere close to an actual news network.
Yes, sir. It's paper time. Well, backboard time. But yes, he's slacking. Now, we will be talking some news, like I said earlier in the show. News, but we are going to end off with some Ant-Man talk and then obviously Trade Center. So if you haven't watched Ant-Man, we will let you guys know prior. We will put up a warning so you can tune out. But do come back to watch this episode once you watch the movie, right? So that being said, let's start with some news. Now, possible delays here. We're looking at Echo and Riri Williams, Ironheart. Rumor is that these are going to be pushed into 2024. They were originally slated to be coming out prior. We saw some stuff at it was San Diego Comic-Con or D23, one of the two, related to Ironheart. So, possible delays, looking like it's going to come out in 2024. Now, I don't know if this kind of screws up these shows when it comes to the big scale of things, but I imagine if this will be pushed, it will still tie in. We've seen many rumors that there's going to be Mephisto within Ironheart, right? It's no lie. This is not a spoiler. We've seen it absolutely everywhere. There was even talks of Sacha Baron Cohen being casted, which I actually think would be pretty neat, man.
It would be fantastic.
Yeah, I would enjoy it. I think he'd do a great job, man. We've seen him portray so many characters in so many ways. I think he could pull it off. I don't know about you guys. What's your thoughts on this, man? Just in general, the possible delays here. Echo, Ironheart.
There's, it's the film industry. There's always going to be delays. There's always going to be pushbacks, and especially when they're working with, the timeline they are. man, something's gonna give. You know, you can't be perfect all the time in movie production, and these are gonna get pushed and more. It's not just gonna be these two, right? Everything around it's gonna be affected, and it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So just gotta sit tight and wait.
Travis, I don't know, man.
Oh no.
Well, I think with how far they were in with Ironheart, because we even saw like a little bit of the sneak footage of what they were doing. I think around NYC,
Yeah, we did.
NYCC or something like that. So, I mean, they're already into filming. So, like, it just worries me. I'm assuming of how well it was tied into both Wakanda Forever and then Armor Wars. You know, how much of that footage is now going to have to be scrapped or rewritten, and you know, what does that push with everything else? That you should have just maybe either merged the footage into Armor Wars, which went from a TV show now to a movie. Could you take any of that footage and put it into that? Because I mean, the further you push this back, how does that affect everything else now?
Exactly.
I don't know how far Echo was, but I mean, that delays also brings it into the Daredevil show, most likely. So what does that do to that? And then what they were doing with probably anything else.
Yeah, and there was talks of, you know, Echo possibly also bringing in Jessica Jones, right? So there's all of that to think about when you look at the long-term effect, the domino effect. But just to bring up Tim's comment before we move on to Hyper, Marvel needs an Iron Man for the next few blockbusters. So we will touch on some rumors that have come out recently, but there are talks that even Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. himself, is supposed to be coming back in some form within the MCU. I know we're all expecting the whole Tony Stark AI stuff, but with Secret Wars, who knows, right? All right. Hype. Hit us.
I don't know. Listen, I'm kind of in favor of them pushing these things. Like, again, like we don't know the exact reasons for it per se, but I think like from a finished product point of view, I think it actually might serve them well to start pushing these out a bit later, just because, you know, pre-Disney Plus and all that, you know, when before the whole MCU TV series and all, we only had like MCU projects with it like once every 2 years, maybe once every 2-3 years, and you just felt like at least I felt like when those projects were coming out, I was more like there was an anticipation for each and every one of those projects coming out. Now I just feel like there's a bit of a law of diminishing return where lately, like, you know, like, and I made it, you know, no secret that like I just thought that Phase 4 was not that it was bad, but it wasn't great. It was just good. Yeah, I'll just put it as good. So I just feel like maybe they just need a bit more time to cook and just kind of let things kind of, because I think also with the Disney Plus service, they feel the need to kind of put something out just so people feel like their subscription, I guess, is worth what they're paying for. But there's other ways of making it, you know, making that service valuable. It's just that I just feel like they kind of need to chill out in terms of the release dates in general for some of these projects.
Yeah, you're not wrong. There was the quality over quantity discussion that came out. You know, people have been having that discussion. But one great point here is from Chiapet. There is a lot of visual effects issues going. Okay, there was practically a protest. This is probably part of this as well. Very possible, and it's very true, because we did see there was, you know, people coming out saying, you know, the pressure from Marvel is immense when it comes to CGI and all the visual effects. So maybe that does play into it. Now, like I asked earlier, does it kind of affect the whole, you know, scheduled release dates, the timeline of things? I don't think so. I hope not. But regardless of the fact, that may be an issue as well, and something to factor.
I think personally, one of the biggest issues for everything is just expectations all around.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's not just expectations from Marvel that everything they put out should make $1 billion and be a super hit. It's also expectations from fans that, you know, like us, that we want everything to be interconnected, you know, because that's what we enjoy as comic book fans with the crossover stuff and everything like that. But they could really stand to do more sort of standalone projects. I mean, you know, that might have some bits of interconnectedness, like, you know, maybe it mentions stuff that's going on in other series or characters that are taking part in other series, but it doesn't actually have them show up necessarily. You know, they can do shit with these characters that's by themselves and get people used to that, because, you know, I mean, that is what we are used to. When we go into a comic book store, we pick up the ones that we want. We don't pick up, you know, generally every comic. Like, if you don't read She-Hulk, I mean, do you really want to watch a She-Hulk show? Like,
I do. I actually enjoyed She-Hulk.
I did too. And I read everything. So, yeah, as fans, if you're not out there reading it, might not be your thing to watch. So,
true.
But at this point, you kind of have to, because it's all interconnected. So you'll kind of miss what's going on in the next step if you don't watch the previous step. So,
yeah.
You're kind of forcing it right now.
Uncanny Swag asks, where does Hulk's kid show up next? I'm gonna hope it's not the barber and he lets his hair grow out. That's me being honest. But great question. I'm not too sure where he shows up next. It's kind of weird when you look at everything and how it's playing out. Where would he fit in, type thing?
Thunderbolt.
Sorry?
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts is a great
point. That's possible.
He was part of the Thunderbolts, actually. So
yeah,
he was.
Actually, he's never now.
I would expect to see him not within the movie, but probably even not a post-credit scene, but somewhere
like that,
in the background type thing. Could definitely see that playing out. Solby Design, realistically, how many of the Phase 4 or 5 movies and shows have rewatchability versus any of the Avengers movies, aside from maybe Loki? Everything lately has been a one and done watch. I will say, if I go back, and I have gone back to watch, definitely No Way Home. No Way Home for me, I could watch 1,000,000 times. I really enjoyed it.
I rewatched Black Panther.
Shang-Chi was actually rewatchable, man. I went back, rewatched it, and I was like, man, this was a pretty awesome movie. Went back to watch Doctor Strange, although, unfortunately, it kind of is a buzz killer, how everything is going to play out. But I kind of feel like when we look at No Way Home, the rewatchability factor, there's always that rush. You know what I mean? When you see everybody on the screen, I enjoy it. I think that one was up there. When it comes to the series, I agree, Loki. And especially with everything unfolding now, when you go back to watch Loki, you're starting to connect some dots here, right? So I did go back to watch Loki, but I would put that up there. Moon Knight was I wouldn't go back to rewatch it, but Hawkeye is fun. I'll be honest with you. Come Christmas time, I got tempted to put it on again. I kind of feel like it gives me that vibe, right?
Right. It does feel like a Christmas show.
Yeah.
The later ones, I don't really feel the need to rewatch, but I've actually watched WandaVision, I think maybe 4 or 5 times over. I've watched Falcon and Winter Soldier maybe twice already, and Loki, I've only watched that I think maybe twice, but I find there's a little bit of rewatchability factor. And for me, well, because I don't watch Star Wars, you know, if I was a Star Wars fan, I'd have Disney Plus content for months. But for me, like, I only watch the Marvel stuff, so stuff like that, and even though it's more background filler, like I still find it's enjoyable to rewatch, and even stuff like What If.
Yes, What If was good.
Yeah, so I mean, like Faye said, it's kind of like with the comics, it's not always for you, but at least there's something for everybody. And you know what? Maybe I just want to watch something stupid, like how ridiculous She-Hulk was and stuff like that. You know what? I'd rewatch that. You know what? As much as people hated it, was it a stupid series that it was just generate fun for She-Hulk? Yeah. Would I watch again? Maybe. Yeah. So,
one thing. Sorry. Go ahead.
Real quick, I just want to say I saw Pat made a comment in chat that feels like they've been kind of making more sort of standalone stuff lately, and I think you're actually right. Phase 4 has been more standalone stuff, and I think that's it. I mean, really, people just kind of need to take time to sort of get used to it, because we are going to see more shit like this as it expands, and the universe gets bigger.
Mm-hmm. So for Michael Baker, expectations grew due to us being spoiled by the greatness. Phase 1, Phase 3, everything can be Winter Soldier, Infinity War, Endgame level events. Now,
exactly.
Yes, I will agree to an extent, though, only because if you guys think about it, realistically, there were some duds within those phases too, though. Like Iron Man 3, I don't think anyone's forgiving. I don't think
World.
Thor Dark World is really there at the bottom of the list for me as well. But when we look at the grand scale, Phase 1 to Phase 3 had a huge build. There was, 10 years worth of movies there, right? Mm-hmm. Thanos himself had, how many appearances did he have? He must have had, like, God knows how many, right? Post-credit scenes. Exactly. So there was a build. Now, here we are. We sit in Phase 4 and 5 now. And I'm just touching briefly on the Ant-Man stuff, which I'll get to later as well. But we have Kang, right? We've been introduced to Kang, but there are variants of Kang. Now, this is a build. Clearly what took place within Ant-Man, which we won't get into detail because, like I said, even Hyper himself hasn't seen it. But we are getting development here. For me, Ant-Man really focused on Cassie, Janet, and Kang. That was the big development. So Scott Lang is already established. We know him. He's an Avenger. And, there's other things to develop here. So Kang, I think we've barely even scratched the surface. That's me being honest. I think bigger things are to come. So I do say to everybody, what we saw in Phase 1 to 3, that build, let 4, 5, 6 play out. I understand it could be kind of dragging a little bit, but so was Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3. There were some duds in there, man.
And that's the other thing too. If you look at Phase 1 and 2, like it was, I mean, Phase 1 had a good bit of misses. It had its fair share of hits too, obviously, which was what made the MCU. But then Phase 2, there were some clear misses in the beginning of Phase 2, but as it started to build, it started to connect more. That's when it got better, and you started seeing them billion-dollar movies. And they're doing the same thing in Phases 4 through 6.
Exactly. I think
early Phase 5 is going to be might be a little rough.
I think, at the beginning of Phase 4, everybody felt like, but within Phase 1, we knew they were developing. Once the Avengers came, we knew they were developing towards Infinity War. We knew that the Infinity Gauntlet and Thanos were coming and all of that good stuff. Phase 4, we kind of had an idea, but it was scattered everywhere, right? Now you're looking, example, Miss Marvel, the Bengals, the this, the that. What do these all tie to? At the end of Shang-Chi, we saw the 10 rings with Wong, and he was there with Captain Marvel and Hulk, and they were analyzing, there's a beacon. What is it calling? Well, I kind of feel like now we're getting a variant of Kang. That's pretty much what it might be all tying to, right? So the patience, what we saw, I think long-term we're going to go back to watch Phase 4 and 5 and be like, fuck, this makes perfect sense, right? So that's where I feel with all that. Guy Forge is in the house. Guy, thank you for being here. Don't forget, check out the Defects at 9 p.m. Eastern. Always happy to have you here. So now, moving on, because we spent some time here. We have a lot to talk about before 9. This is a confirmed delay. So The Marvels gets pushed, announced alongside a brand new teaser poster for the upcoming Marvel Cinematic Universe sequel. The Marvels is now scheduled to open in theaters on November 10th. This is the 5th time. So the 5th time this gets released, right? It was originally scheduled to open back in July of 2022. However, due to COVID-19, the pandemic, the film was delayed to November 2022 and then February 2023. Marvel Studios had previously had the film set to open July 28th for the latest delay, but now we are sitting at November 10th this year. So, one, how does this make you guys feel? To be honest with you, I think the fact that they can go 5 delays here, I don't think it's going to touch on anything on a huge scale. Right? I don't think it's going to affect anything when we tie everything in, probably sitting comfortably where it's being released. Up next, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which I'm pumped about. That comes out in May. But then we have a good gap, right? We have maybe Loki dropping, I believe, this summer, if I'm not mistaken. And we should be getting Secret Invasion. So, Secret Invasion, I thought was going to tie into whatever was going to take place here. So I'm kind of curious and keeping an eye on that. But yeah, man, confirmed delay. This is where we stand with the Marvels.
Do we really know what's the reason for it? I mean, the movie's got to be done at this point. Like, what else can you go back and redo?
I remember reading something for the reason for delay, but I think there's even another movie, like a big movie that was supposed to drop with the July 28th slate. And I'm not too sure, but
I think they moved something. Yeah, they moved something else into 28th spot too. If I had to guess, it's probably just like a good decision making, good marketing on Marvel's part. I mean, dropping, it's the Marvels, and you're getting Miss Marvel, and obviously Monica in this also, but it is a Captain Marvel movie, and obviously there's not a huge fan base for the first one, so dropping it so close to Guardians of the Galaxy, I think probably would have had less people been wanting to run out and go see it. Now, making us wait fucking 6 to 8 months for a Marvel movie, you're probably going to get a lot bigger audience in that theater than you normally would have.
You can't compete with the fucking Smurfs, bro.
Yeah, right? How the fuck was Captain Marvel ever going to compete with the Smurfs?
How do you know there's a part 2?
But yeah, man. So confirmed delay, regardless. I'm excited to see the movie. I've been reading some spoilers. There's some script leaks that have also come out. I've come across them. I don't know, man. It seems like it's gonna. Again, none of this is confirmed, right? But there's some things that might take place within this movie that might be questionable. But still, looking forward to it. November 10th. Keep an eye out. But that's the latest confirmed delay. Now, speaking MCU, maybe you recognize this guy, but his name is Chaudhry. He posted on his personal Twitter with an image of the latest Volume 3 poster for Guardians of the Galaxy, teasing a message: "I'm entering the MCU. Find out how" on May 5th, 2023, citing the date that the film will hit theaters. The actor added a wink emoji and the hashtag Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So I'm kind of excited. Now, I watched a bit of Sandman. I never finished it. If you guys didn't know, that's where he's from the Netflix series. I'm kind of curious as to who this guy might be playing, though.
Yeah, I have no idea. That beats me, man. Your guess is as good as mine with this.
Man, you know what? Have we heard the voice of what's his name? Damn, Rocket's little fucking rival.
Sorry?
There's a I forget.
Rabbit?
Nah, is it the Rabbit? It might be the Rabbit. I can't remember what his name is in the comics, but yeah, he might show up in the movies or something like that. I think they've teased him a little bit or something like that, and I don't think they've played a voice or anything for him yet, so he could just be doing a voiceover.
True, very true.
Especially with those type of characters, it could be a voiceover.
Yeah,
but he could be, so it's hard to say.
Yeah, I found this interesting. I'm excited to see this. Who he's playing, I have absolutely no idea yet, but we're getting very close to the date, man. 3 months goes very fast, especially when you have kids. I can tell you that much.
By the picture, they should have got him to play Pip.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that would have been great.
That was like a miss right there.
Man, yeah, I totally see that now. But you can't. What's his name again? The guy who's playing him now?
Is it Patton Oswalt?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah.
No. But yeah, man. All right. Well, moving on. Peacemaker also postponed, but there was some some confusion here. People thought it was canceled.
Bullshit.
So on Twitter, Gunn replied to a fan asking if Peacemaker Season 2 had been canceled. He responded, "Heck no, just postponed while I work on Superman Legacy." He wrote Waller first, Peacemaker after. So there you have it. Peacemaker is not canceled. It will be back for a Season 2. I fucking cannot stress it enough how much I enjoyed Season 1. I only ended up catching it after it all dropped, right? I upgraded, I got my IPTV stick. I do things illegal. You know what I mean? But that's how I caught it. And man, John Cena nailed this role. So I'm happy that Season 2 took place. Now, I don't know, man. You guys think this plays into the whole new direction they're going at all?
No, I thought he said it was Elseworlds already.
Yeah.
Like
is it?
That's a bummer.
That makes sense. That would make sense, though, to make it
That's lame as shit.
That would be a bummer. Hero, sorry. Cosmo is going to be a girl.
Cosmo is shit. I can't remember what her name is.
The girl from Borat, the second Borat movie.
Yes. Yeah, the daughter.
Why don't we have a picture on this slide?
I know. I just see an American flag. What?
I know, right?
Huh? Oh, yes. I just see a flag. But yes, so this has been delayed. Not much more to add. But man, three slides based on just delays, man. So
I know, right? This is depressing. Damn.
It is depressing, but still looking forward to all these projects. Now, Spider-Man to lead the way. So a new rumor claims Tom Holland has signed a huge new deal with Marvel Studios that will see his Spider-Man take center stage in Avengers Kang Dynasty. So the chat kind of spoke about this a little earlier. I could totally see this taking place. We do need someone to lead the Avengers, and given that now nobody knows who he is, kind of, makes sense. Somebody to gather the Avengers, lead the way. We saw him be kind of, we'll say the protege when it comes to Iron Man. Now, a few things I just want to maybe touch base on. Nobody knows who he is, but does that apply to Kang, who can travel time?
Good question. I would think Kang would know who he is.
Right? So
you can go through all the realities, man.
Yeah.
All of the multiverse.
That's what I'm saying.
We'll get there. There.
No. So I just think it kind of makes sense, especially if he's leading the Avengers, that being his biggest fucking, threat, Kang knowing who he is. And he had to sacrifice absolutely everything to keep that secret. But yeah, man. So I mean, I could totally see this take place. We saw him, and we know, Kang Dynasty, what follows after that, well, we're getting Secret Wars. And within Secret Wars, I mean, we've already seen the symbiote has now made its way into the MCU. It's clear as day that's what's going to happen. I mean, it has to happen, right? It's just too perfect of a setup to not take place. So I do think Spider-Man is going to be a very important part here within the Kang Dynasty and leading into Secret Wars. Will he go back? Yeah, he will.
Think about it. You got him up against an ant in the first movie, right? And if they couldn't beat him, you just go get a spider.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's totally funny. I didn't think of that.
Going out the dad jokes for BC.
There you go. But yeah, man. So fun facts right there. What do you guys think of this?
I think, like you said, man, I think it's the perfect way to go. First off, you said it, man. They don't know who he is, man. Somebody's got to round them all up. And Cheaphead does have a point. But doesn't that make him the leader at that point? If he's the lead in the movie?
No. Well,
I don't know.
I agree at 100% that, being the center point within the movie would make perfect sense. But again, when you look at the Avengers, where they're at right now, I could see him somehow being the one to get them together. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just
because he still knows everybody, right? They just don't know him.
Like I can't wait for his first encounter with Doctor Strange. See how that plays out, right?
Yeah. That'll be interesting for sure.
Yeah.
I just can't see Marvel giving Sony this much money to use a character because a lot of their stuff, it's based on how long they appear in a movie, regardless of how much they paid. So I think of someone like for Chris Evans, because he only had like 17 minutes in the movie, he got a cameo paycheck. So I can't imagine that they're gonna give them like a lot of money just to feature Spider-Man. And really, as a shared project, like that means you're putting all that much more faith into the movie deal that they have. So really, why does it, I don't think that would benefit them. I mean, it does, but it also doesn't. So because Sony can just pull it back under them and be like, no, I'm like, you know what, we want more, and then they have to go back to the negotiations.
Marvel's also profiting off this too, because you see how all these Spider-Man movies blow up. Everyone knows Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Right? Not everybody goes out and sees all the other MCU movies, but they'll go see Spider-Man because everyone knows Spider-Man. So they're both profiting from this. Yeah, they got to share a little bit with them.
Did they go see Venom, though? And did they want to go see Carnage? That's pretty much Spider-Man.
We're not talking Venom or Carnage, though. We're talking Spider-Man. Everyone knows Spider-Man. Right? So it's a win-win.
I mean, I can see him being like the emotional focus or whatever. Even if he's kind of like the viewer focus too, and he does have a little bit more screen time, I think he's still gonna be in an ensemble type thing. I don't really see him being the actual leader of the Avengers. I think they'll probably use somebody like Doctor Strange for that. But like BC said, bringing them together, initially or whatever. Yeah, like Strange might put out the call or whatever, but ultimately someone like Spider-Man or whatever might have to do some convincing or some shit like that. So yeah, I can definitely see that too.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. So just to add to that, yes, I'm totally in agreement. Maybe not the leader of the Avengers, but definitely going to be the focal point, the main focus, it seems, with the news that's broken. So again, yes, Face, I agree. Maybe it'll be a duo thing where we'll get to see Doctor Strange and we'll see Spider-Man kind of taking the lead. But also another thing to factor is who knows who else might pop in here, because within Kang Dynasty, seeing so many variants, multiversal people, characters might even start popping in, right? So who knows? But
and Spidey's the biggest fucking multiverse of them all.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're not wrong. The whole Spider-Verse stuff, but yeah, man. So I'm happy to see this. I'm happy to hear this, and it kind of makes me wonder again. That question is, now that Kang, travels throughout time, does he know who Peter Parker is? I think that might be the main thing. All right, Hyper. It's been a pleasure, sir. It's
all
that.
Right, I'm out.
It
wait,
is.
Hyper, where are you going? And you going to any other channels around this time?
Yeah, I'll be at Team Nerdherd doing the recap for yesterday's Last of Us episode. So yeah, definitely. I think they start at 8:30. So once you guys wrap up here, head on over to that channel and check us out over there.
All right. Well, you're going that way. You know where we're going.
We're going streaking! Yeah!
No, we're not. We're going and
Let's
talk
go.
everything Quantumania, but Hyper.
We'll miss you.
Yes, bro.
Peace.
Later, buddy. All right. So that being said, I'm also going to throw up a scroll at the bottom for everybody, just so everybody knows we are talking Quantumania. So I'm getting ready to watch the viewers drop. Maybe we'll have like 5 people watching this live with us. I don't know how many people went out to watch this. I was anticipating this movie for the longest time, just to kick this conversation off, and I really felt like it was going to be very important, and it was. It actually was, man. So we're going to dip into this. We're going to speak a little more. Not going to break down the whole movie from top to bottom like we did with Doctor Strange, but first and foremost, it seems that the reviews out the gate have been pretty mixed. We'll say mixed.
They were quite mixed.
Mixed to extremes. I'll say. I had some people giving it fucking 2s, 3s on 10, and I'm like, wow. And then
blew me away.
You see other people saying 8 on 10. They really enjoyed it, but I haven't seen anybody out the gate say 10 on 10, 9 on 10. Now,
we will.
I personally enjoyed it, top to bottom. I thought it was an enjoyable movie. I think this is facts, though. Okay, I'll search it right now, but we saw on Rotten Tomatoes, right? We all saw what the review was, and the critics before the movie even came out were pretty intense, man. It was sitting at a 47%.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's at 47 now, so it's tied with Eternals for lowest.
Yeah, exactly. So it sits at 47% by the critics, but audience score brings it up to 84%. So just to give you an idea, fuck the critics. I don't care what anybody says. I say that confidently because there's been some movies that they clearly I'm in total disagreement. But regardless, the movie itself, before we get into it, like I said, I enjoyed it. I'll openly give it a 7 on 10. Wasn't the best movie. Wasn't as trash as everybody's saying. There's some key points that come out of this movie, right? There was some good character development. We said it at the beginning of the show. You had Cassie. You had Janet, which we found out got freaky deaky in the
Krylar, let's go.
My goodness.
Getting down dirty with Bill Murray.
Yeah, man.
30 years, come on.
Can we just stop right there though, just for 1 second?
Sure.
And just so I can let it out. What the fuck was the whole point? Bill Murray, great actor. Why? It had nothing to do with the entire storyline. Cool. We found out Janet was with him for, the 30 years that she was down there or however long. That's it. One scene, 3 minutes. See you later, Bill Murray. Why? Like, why?
Yeah.
You don't need that. Or if you're going to do something like that,
well, why not?
tie in a little better, not just, hey, here's a cool little fact about Janet down in the quantum realm for 30 years. That's it. Oh, I see ya.
Yeah.
What a waste of time.
But anyways, so yes, totally. I get where you're coming from with that. But regardless, now the movie. Some of the complaints that I saw a lot of people saying, one, too much CGI. I don't know how anybody thought going into the quantum realm we would get anything other than CGI.
Right. Yeah.
The movie itself had such a Star Wars vibe to it at certain points. Like when you see Kang, you have that whole Emperor scene and all his little robots and he's sitting in the castle.
Whole army.
Yeah, dude. I'm just there and I'm like, man, I'm getting total Star Wars vibes. You see all the ships going by. It was a cool movie to watch. Do I think too much CGI? Look, like I said, I wouldn't have expected anything else. This is pretty much, we're within the quantum realm. There was no way of going around that. We got introduced to some cool characters. One who had no holes for a certain amount of time.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I have holes.
Yeah, that was funny. But just a little fun fact actually on that character. I'm not too sure if you guys are aware of this, but the guy who played Kurt in Ant-Man 1 and 2, the Russian guy, he actually voiced that character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you have that. So that was a cool little. What was his name? The little purple thing. I totally forgot.
Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So there was that. Some maybe disappointing things. I know people were speculating on Micronauts going into this movie. So it seems like some of the speculation there fell flat.
That was not good speculation at all. They don't have those fucking rights.
Yeah.
That was never a possibility.
Yeah, but man, people were speculating, man. I saw a lot of Micronauts books going for pretty good coin. Based off of speculation.
Jeez.
I think
regardless, it's a neat book to pick up, but just not at some of the premium pricing. Yeah. But all right, so first off, movie kicks off. We're in the West Coast again. West Coast, guys. There's a lot of focus in the West Coast here. We're seeing development. Totally going to be getting West Coast Avengers. The development within the movie, like I said, a lot of it focused on Janet, Cassie. Now Cassie. That I feel like that was a callback scene where she comes out of the cell exactly like Scott Lang, right?
Yeah,
when we got introduced to him in the first one. I enjoyed the development. I enjoyed the character. I enjoyed all of them. Even, dude, say what you will. Kang, we need to talk Kang very quickly, and we will go deeper into this conversation. But Majors fucking did a great job. Now, I was seeing some people saying, I can't believe how he got defeated in this movie, and it's Kang. It's Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah.
This is all going to. Sorry?
How did
They're not wrong.
beat him?
No, I get it. But regardless, there's a development story here that's taking place. There was a moment even where Janet, with the whole time energy orb thing there that he needed powered.
Yeah.
Remember, she even tells him, I gave him enough for him to get his suit and stuff, but he was still not capable of fully being Kang, right? No. We never got a full OP Kang in this movie.
No, I mean he didn't have his time share and shit, so no, you didn't.
Exactly. So we'll get to the ending at one point, but just the comments are going crazy here, so I'm trying to keep up with what everybody's saying. Yeah, it was dumb as shit. I'll get it.
The favorite part of the movie.
It was all right, but favorite part, MODOK.
No.
Hold on. Let's
Darren.
Hold on, we'll get into MODOK in a few minutes. Let's talk Kang first.
We will. So Kang, there was some callbacks, but also some copy paste. I know some people get a full blown hard on when it comes to The Last of Us being very similar to what is done within the video games, but the Avengers 292, like the page with the Council of Kangs, was fucking spot on. Mm-hmm. It was so good. Even the what was it, the scroll looking Kang,
mm-hmm.
like it was just so well done. I really when I saw that scene, I was like, man, this is, shout out to them, props to them. That was very well done. Mm-hmm. So that was the post-credit scene, but we'll get into that too. I feel like we're jumping everywhere, kind of like Kang within the.
It's hard not to, movie. But yeah.
But there's just so much to discuss. Now, MODOK. Yes, very interesting. That I will say. Did I think it was good? No. MODOK with the mask was pretty badass. Once the mask came up, shit got very weird. Very fast.
I started laughing, man.
Yeah, the whole theater did. Everybody laughed. Yeah. But one thing I do want to say is MODOK in general, guys. When we think of MODOK in live action, did you expect kind of anything else?
No, it's literally what I expected.
Exactly.
It's a difficult character to bring to life, and I think they did an okay job at it. Like, it wasn't the best, but regardless of the fact, MODOK, one, I didn't like it being Darren. I thought that was a weird change. It made sense for, given how everything played out within Ant-Man 1, right? Where he ends up in the quantum realm. So it made sense. Story-wise, within the MCU, made sense. But I think he was just okay. Very goofy. I mean, when you do look at the MODOK series on Hulu, I guess you can understand. But MODOK has always been kind of a strange character regardless. So it was okay. I will not give it anything more than just okay.
Hold on, let me jump in here real quick on MODOK, because it's probably an unpopular opinion, I think, but I actually think that MODOK was one of the best parts of this movie, to be honest, because the thing is, he's a character, like you said, he's hard to handle, clearly, and he's been hard to handle since he initially came out in like the fucking 70s, and they got away with those, kind of wacky ass characters. He's been hard to write, even.
Yeah.
Good storylines for it. They've tried some redemption stuff and everything like that. So, the redemption storyline in Quantumania with him kind of made sense for his character. Him being Darren, that was a change, like you said, but they did kind of make sense out of it. And he's a character that it felt like they needed to acknowledge him in some way in the MCU. But at the same time, it's almost one that you did want to kind of be a one and done. Get him in there, get rid of him real quick. Because, like, AIM is probably not going to be a huge factor in the MCU anyway. They already brought them in Iron Man 3. And we don't really fucking care about that movie either. I think they realized that, so they don't need to use AIM. So, again, MODOK was not a huge character that needed to be used. This was a good way to bring him in, acknowledge him, and get rid of him.
Yes, first
it was funny.
Yeah, it was yo, he went out with
he died in Avengers.
That was awesome.
I am not a dick.
Yeah. My name is Darren, and I'm not a dick.
Yeah, fucking, I love that. Yes,
I cried, dude.
Baker.
I think I would have appreciated it more if they didn't show his face so much. It was almost like they did the CGI so purposely bad, just to be a troll, And I think
they did. I really think they did.
It was just nice that it came full circle, though. That it came back and it was Darren in the end, right? It's like, that's a nice touch.
Yeah.
If they didn't show his his CGI face so much, I did like him up until his fight with Cassie. Then after that, I'm like, no, I'm done. Just no.
So Wesley's comment.
Not a dick thing.
Yeah. Wesley's comment, and I agree, because there was potential to still make him look a little more, mean. At least, maybe even have the eyes glaring, very MODOK style. But they went a different route, but it fit. It fit with what the MCU is doing. Am I a fan of it at 100%? No, but like I said, for what we got, and with the story, I get it. It made sense. Although I'm happy MODOK.
Get rid of him. That's what.
Yeah, MODOK's a one and done, so we can move on from that. For what it's worth and what it was, I guess, entertaining. I didn't expect it to be that much of a jokester, or in a funny way, right? But it worked. It worked.
Mm-hmm.
Now we get to the end of the movie, and I'm skipping so many things, right? We saw the quantum realm development, right? We learned more about the quantum realm, the people within it. I do expect them to go back to the quantum realm because at the end of the movie, we did see Cassie now have the capacity of connecting fully, right?
Mm-hmm. Looks like it.
Yeah, exactly. So I do expect that, and I'm not too sure if these characters will make their way out into, the real world, but who knows? We'll see. I highly doubt it, but we never know.
Oh, they'll need a fucking army at the end to fight Kang. So
exactly. Now we get to the end of the movie. First off, Jonathan Majors, it's clear as day, he was ready for Creed 3 with those boxing skills because, man, was that fight pretty good. I enjoyed the fight.
He was beating the dog shit out of him, too.
Yeah, he was. I'll be one of the first to say that when I saw the trailer for the first time and I saw him step on Ant-Man's mask, I honestly thought we were going to lose Ant-Man in this movie.
I did too. I thought he was done.
I thought he was going to die.
Did you? No.
Yeah, I did. I did.
It's like it's game over. He's done. See you later.
In fact, I think Chiapet's one of the only people that I had this discussion with where I was very much in agreement with something that he was talking about, and it was how fatal would it have been that Cassie Lang creates this connection to the quantum realm, puts everybody at risk. Ant-Man dies, and in time falls in love with Iron Lad, right? Within the MCU. So who is a variant of Kang. I thought that would be fucking twisted.
That would be fucked, yeah.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen such a thing play out. But now the fight breaks out. They're kicking each other's asses, and the whole I don't need to win, both of us just have to lose. We saw exactly how that plays out. And Kang gets sucked into the time
something
whatever it's called. I don't even know the actual name for it.
That was a quantum storm, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like this. But so he gets sucked into there. He's clearly not dead, right? Now a lot of people left the theater saying, I can't believe Kang the Conqueror is dead, or defeated by that army of ants, which we learned when falling into the quantum realm with Ant-Man and everybody, they fell into another place where they advanced within time by 1,000 years and became beyond smart. They're like robotic super soldiers. I don't even know what it was, but that was pretty strange. I just couldn't believe that's what was going to take out Kang.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. Where were those fucking hand cannons that he was using 5 minutes before to just waste motherfuckers?
There was no way he was going to take them all. But it was a pretty badass scene for Michael Douglas. What's his name? Hank Pym. I don't know.
Hank Pym, yeah.
Hank Pym, where he comes and it was a cool looking scene, I guess, but still strange. Now, with Kang being in that thing, right? We see Cassie opens the portal for Scott Lang to come back from the quantum realm into the real world. And now the movie comes to end. And we're seeing Paul Rudd walking through the street exactly like the beginning. People finally, for some reason, the guy acknowledges him at the coffee shop. But he has doubt. There's that doubt. And when they play that doubt, that is being done on purpose. Guys, where he starts to doubt, is he dead? Is he gone? Did we win? Type thing. I strongly believe everybody, this is now open floor. Everybody give their opinion where you think this is going. I really think that Kang, within there, wherever he got sucked into, man, he's going to be coming back. Kang the Conqueror is going to be the big bad. It's not going to be Immortus. It's not going to be Rama-Tut. They'll all play factor. But I really think Kang the Conqueror, who was fucking exiled, right, by all the Council of Kangs and all of that, I think he comes back. And I think he's going to be coming back from there, possibly with even the Beyonders' powers. So I think the MCU is going to use Kang as pretty much the Beyonder. I don't think we're going to be getting a Beyonder. I think he comes back from that with some kind of change. You know what I mean?
I have a quick question about that, and it's kind of unrelated to Ant-Man and everything like that. But the Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur series that's on Disney Plus, I know you guys, I guess, don't have access to it up there in Canada.
No,
or whatever.
Fuck.
But real quick, maybe somebody in chat could help me out, because I was under the impression that that was to sort of tie into the MCU or be connected to the MCU.
Good.
Which,
Wow.
You know, I mean, I don't want to give any spoilers for that or anything like that. But if anybody knows, maybe they could just throw it up in chat real quick. Since you mentioned it, there is some characters that appear in that show that, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that plays out in the end.
Yeah. So Empire, I personally gave it a 7. I was okay with the film. Dude, I think gave it a 6.
6.5.
6.5.
I gave it a 6. I want to give it lower, actually. It wasn't.
Okay, so he's.
I wasn't going to give it lower.
We'll say you went at a 5, and Face.
I was like a 6.5.
All right. So there you have it. I obviously gave it the highest score.
It was like I said, it was enjoyable. There was definitely some problems. I mean, like, first of all, yeah, Kang was dope as shit, obviously, but there was some huge problems with Kang too. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, obviously he has all these abilities and this knowledge and everything. He has this technology, and you're telling me the one fucking thing he hasn't figured out is PIM particles?
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, but he got to the quantum realm somehow. Like, how does that shit make sense?
Well, he was exiled. Remember?
Right. No, I understand that. But you know what I'm saying? At that point, like, you're gonna have some. You would think he would have some kind of knowledge, some kind of way, having been there for so long, and especially having worked with Janet on this shit. Like, he would have had the ability over that time to have figured out his own shit and be able to get out of there. You know what I mean?
I'll be honest. I thought that what we learned about Janet with Kylar, I thought she was hooking up with Kang at a point when they were sitting together.
No, right? They did almost kind of insinuate that.
Yeah, I thought they were going to explore some love story there. But I do agree. Look, even just to touch on Rocksteady here and what he's saying, it was only lacking story, acting, visuals, etc. All good, just missed some oomph. And I agree, man. That's why I sit comfortably, let's say, at a 7. But reason being is there was some story within the movie that just, it kind of felt meh, right? And I totally agree. Now, when people are talking the visual effects and all the other stuff, MODOK, one and done, and I kind of expected such a thing. But the overall movie, it's enjoyable. Is it something I'm going to watch 5,000 times over? No. I will watch it again for sure when it comes to Disney Plus. I think every film that's come to Disney Plus, I end up rewatching. But overall, enjoyable movie. Questionable at some points, definitely. But now, speaking the end of the movie, back to what we were saying, I kind of feel like that's where we're going with Kang. I think Kang, we might even get that Infinity War Endgame effect where we've now got Kang Dynasty and we've got Secret Wars. I really think Kang's going to come out on top at the end of that movie.
Yeah, I really Infinity War Endgame again.
That's why I strongly believe whatever he got, sucked into, he'll make his way back with some kind of powers like the Beyonders. And at that point, set up Secret Wars. I think that's the route they're going to go. I think Kang's going to be the big bad and everything goes down in Secret Wars. So I wouldn't rule out Kang the Conqueror yet. I think everybody is being a little harsh when it comes to that. People are disappointed, and I understand why. But the way I saw it was, you see, we were saying earlier how Kang never reached his full potential and got all of his powers, right? So that's kind of like Ant-Man defeated Thanos without the Infinity Gauntlet, right? That's the way I saw the movie. I didn't see the OP Kang that we're all Kang the Conqueror.
He's not there yet. Not quite there yet.
Exactly. So regardless. Now, movie comes to end. There's doubt, obviously, within Scott Lang's mind, and that's done purposely. Like I said, clearly we're going to be getting Kang the Conqueror back in time, literally. Now we get the post-credit scenes, and we get the Council of Kangs. Again, the copy-paste from Avengers 292. That was awesome, beautiful. Fucking love that so much. We saw Immortus. We saw Ramatut. And there's people debating on who that third one was, right?
Now, like, there's some people saying that it might have been Scarlet Centurion. Some people saying it might have been a potential Iron Lad.
Not Iron Lad.
Yeah, I don't see it being Iron Lad.
I'll
It
see
is
more
not
of
Iron Lad.
version of Scarlet Centurion for sure.
Yeah, I think Scarlet Centurion is the likely one.
Yeah. Well, regardless of the fact, there's many Kangs. I thought it was awesome to see the variants, but major props again to Jonathan Majors, who brought to life all these characters, right? You saw different acting skills right there just in that post-credit scene. He had Immortus, different voices for each one, which I now I can honestly say I cannot wait to see once we explore other characters. We saw also Victor Timely in the second post-credit scene, which again, total different acting chops right there, right? Makes me looking anxious to see, example, Nathaniel Richards and other ones that we're going to see. So, all in all, good movie. I think we could all agree. It did not blow me away. It was not one of the bigger MCU movies for sure. But those saying Thor: Love and Thunder was better, I don't know, man.
No. I felt like it was just it was a really bad stepping stone to introduce Kang. Like, obviously Ant-Man had to win. Like they just had to. They just couldn't kill him off, and then what? And then what do you do? And then he just decimates the entire world. That just wasn't going to happen. But like a slow tease, and you know what? Give him like a one-off, like Disney Plus special. Give him a full hour. This is his backstory. These are the Council of Kangs. This is everything. Because everything else, if you took Jonathan Majors out of the movie, it would have been a terrible movie.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
Literally, what are people praising? Jonathan Majors. You could have put him in any other movie, and he would have been great for it. Could put him into Shang-Chi for all you wanted. Yeah. So I think that's really why I don't really care for Ant-Man.
Yeah.
It was just kind of, they really had to dummy him down to be able to fight someone who can talk to ants and get bigger and smaller. So,
yeah. Rocksteady, this is what I'm in agreement with at 100%. I do see Cassie getting close to Iron Lad, and I feel like he may have been casted already, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So that's pretty much it. Again, I didn't want to dissect the whole movie because there's so much more we could speak about. Although that little flubbery guy did end up getting holes, and he annihilated.
Hell yeah.
Guy got holes.
That was a bad decision.
What are the 7 holes?
The fucking guy became Kirby immediately.
Yeah, he did.
Like, you're literally watching the fucking movie, and you're like, "Oh shit, he's fucking done. That's it. It's a wrap for him." Yep. And all of a sudden, it was the complete fucking opposite. That was great.
Yeah, that was funny.
But guys, definitely drop in the chat. I see you guys commenting, everyone. I will catch up on most of this, but let us know what you guys thought too. If you're watching this on the replay, come back to the comment section. If you're watching the movie at a later date, do come back to the comment section. I'd love to chat it up with a majority. Anybody who wants to shoot the shit, I'm always available. And I look forward to seeing what you guys actually thought. In the chat, you guys participated a lot in that tonight, and some good points here, man. So there's tons of potential here. Kang final form, there you go. So this was far from it, and he's gonna be back much stronger. And that's clear as day, man. I hope people could see that. But speaking Kang, speaking variants, guys, we have one more segment. You know what that is. Here we go. So I'm curious to see what you guys would do in this particular scenario. So, Ant-Man related, Kang related, one trade scenario. Here you go. You got Fantastic Four 19 in a CGC 7-0, first appearance of Rama Tut, versus Avengers 10 in a CGC 8-5, first appearance of Immortus. Both sit more or less around the same price range. So you could pick only one of these Kang variants. Which one you taking home? You personally own right now the Fantastic Four 19. Would you make that trade for the first appearance of Immortus in a higher grade, or would you hold?
Damn. I'm probably the worst one to start with here. Fuck, man. All right. I'll be quite honest, guys. I am not familiar with the Kang very well or his variants. So basically what it's coming down to for me is, some Fantastic Four over Avengers and a 7.0 over an 8.5. I'll be quite honest. I have no idea what any of these variants right now. That's why I'm enjoying the movies. These are all new characters to me. New storylines, everything. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with some Avengers 10 first appearance of Mortis in an 8.5.
I do want to point out AOA's comment here. He's saying he's going to unsubscribe unless we give Ant-Man 3 an 8.5 or above. Bro, we're 19 subs away from
17 now.
17 now.
What? 17 subs and we're at 500.
Hang tight for the giveaway then if you want to do that. Then I totally get it. I'm sorry.
We've got lots to give away.
All right. Marvel.
Kind of like Dude. I'm familiar with the characters, but unless it's Avengers 8, I don't really care for either one of them. I would pick Avengers 10, just being one of the first 10 issues in the run, higher grade. Yeah. I like the cover a little bit better. Other than Rama Tut on the FF one, I'm like, it's a weird cover. So the Avengers one.
I actually like Solby Design's comment here, so yeah,
right, yeah.
It seems like it might be the case.
Man, damn, it is a tough decision. I like both these books. I'd love to get them eventually. I'm probably gonna lean towards. Damn, I think probably I'm going to lean towards the Fantastic Four 19 just because I don't think I've seen it more than like a handful of times.
Okay.
Actually. But the Avengers 10, I know a few places that I can get a hold of that if I really wanted to.
Well, Face, you're spot on because the difference in release dates for these two is, I would say, a year's time. Within the 60s. Now,
okay.
For myself, Rama Tut came before Immortus. It would be difficult to pass on Avengers 10, but I'd also go for the Fantastic Four 19. Although, yes, I agree with everybody. The Avengers 10 is a better cover. Higher grade, yes, but currently where it sits, again, same value as that 7.0. So there is potential. Who knows if Rama Tut leads the way or if we're going to see Immortus lead the way within the MCU. I think that could also bring up one of the books, but regardless of the fact, Council of Kangs, the three that we saw there at the center having that discussion, I think the three of them will pretty much be in charge. So I just prefer Rama Tut, honestly. So I'd be holding on to the Fantastic Four 19. And it's the book that came out prior, so a little older, right? So that's the one I'm going for. And that is pretty much it, guys. So Trade Center's done. The show is done. We had a great time. I had a great time. Chat, hope you had a great time, guys. I know you did. Marvel, you're a natural, bro. I appreciate you being here with us. Before we hop on out, I just want to put some info out there. Dude, I believe Show Me Your Halls is this Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, so 7 p.m. till 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you would like to hop on the show and show off, your recent hauls in the last few weeks, show off some sweet books and hang out with the guys, hit us up. Hit any of the Kingpins up or myself up, and we'll get you on the show this Thursday, 7 p.m. till 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yep. And guys, I will put it out there. It's open floor for anybody here. Anybody who's watching, whether it be the replay, live chat. Yeah, door's always open. Anybody who wants to hop on and shoot the shit, we're always happy to talk comics, MCU, DC, anything. So, open invite. Marvel, let the people know where you're at.
Here. This is my home.
There you go.
I live here now.
I love that.
Made it to the big leagues.
You're gonna have to pay rent too, bro.
Shit.
The little leagues.
I'll send Hyper some Popeyes. We'll call it square.
There you go.
There you go.
That's fair.
And Face, anything you want to say before we hop on out?
Yeah. As always, like Dude said, you catch him back here on Thursday. Catch us back here on Saturday for Royally Fucked, and back here again next Monday. New episode previously on.
There you have it. Dan, love you too, bro. Like I said, open invite anytime you want in. You don't got to send us your CV. I saw that comment. Anytime you want in, you're more than welcome. Hyper's not here. Hyper's not here, so I guess I'll do the outro. I'll do it.
Oh yeah.
So, local library, guys. Oh, here we go. I got it, guys.
Oh no.
If you're too broke to afford comics, it might be time to get a job.